Today, you're going to learn about the insanely diverse and complex culture of goth or emo kid. You might have just started high school and not have a redneck older brother to teach you about these things, so today, I'm here to help. This is important stuff here, so buckle up and get out your notepads because you're going to get quizzed at the end of the video. So, emo is short for emotional, and that is about the only thing all of these subcategories I'm going to mention have in common. Typically, they wear tight jeans, black band shirts, have dark hair that goes over one or both eyes, black Vans, and whatever else they can get off the Hot Topic clearance aisle. This one should come as no surprise because everyone that has ever went to high school or is currently in high school knew an emo kid or two. Not every emo is sad, contrary to popular beliefs. Some people just like the look or are going for it because Nicole, who works at Starbucks, has blue hair and they just want to impress her while getting their triple shot espresso on a Monday afternoon. These people are known as posers. Some would argue they don't belong in this video at all, but they are always worth mentioning. They're like a snake in the grass among the crowd at Warped Tour. You gotta look out for them. A major part of the emo culture is the music. While there is an insane amount of music catered towards being sad, there's a huge divide among the emo scene, so I'm just gonna call it alternative music to kind of sum it all up. You'll hear emo kids listening to punk, trap, metal, and literally anything except pop music unless it's an acoustic cover. I'll get deeper into music later. Now we're gonna get into the subtopics. There are quite a few here, so bear with me. The goth. A lot like emo, but a bit more Wiccan. You know, not like your aunt that uses essential oils and grows her own food. I'm talking like Ouija board and demon summoning Wiccan. These were the kids that would wear Marilyn Manson shirts at school and not talk to anybody outside their friend group. They go home to drink their parents' alcohol and learn Latin together. All in all, good group of people. Scene. These kids were the ones that had bright neon hair and were way too happy all the time. Every scene girl on the planet looked like this. Now, I only have two things to say about scene kids. One, they don't exist anymore, and two, they were and are posers. Not one scene kid hates himself and purely only sport the look to impress the girl that is really good at drawing and does slam poetry at the school talent show. The trap guy. This is a new one. Ever since Lil Peep took an insane amount of drugs and started singing, these kids multiplied by the dozen. These are the kids your parents warned you about, as all of them are on Xanax all the time and make very poor decisions with their life. If any emo kid is gonna commit suicide, it's this one right here. Metalhead. These emos are probably the most intelligent of the bunch. Don't confuse the emo metalhead with the typical metalhead. They are two very different things. The emo metalhead listens to Emmure and steals their parents' cigarette. The classic metalhead had super long hair, listened to Metallica and Anthrax, and smoked their own cigarette. These emo metalheads are the ones with real edge, and most of the time spend way too much time behind a computer screen. Midwest emos. Anyone from Ohio, Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin, typically, that wears the types of clothes and listens to the kind of music as I listed before is most likely insane and should not be trusted. Trust me on this one, she ain't worth it. The Zoomies emo. The skater boy Avril Lavigne talked about. Whether they shop at Zoomies or work there, they are assholes and should be avoided unless you have skunk weed they want to buy. The kids that wore the Cookie Monster snapback in middle school and disappeared during high school is a bitter teenager. And the only thing they don't wear that didn't come from Zoomies is an ankle bracelet. The attention whore. These are girls with thousands of Instagram followers who post pictures and videos of their cuts with band lyrics as the caption. These people need some serious help. Now we're going to change directions and focus on the emo kids that don't wear black all the time. The guitar nerd. You know Dream Theater and Rush? Yeah, those guys. Odds are they are in 3 different bands and can't find a drummer for any of them because they say they don't know how to play their kind of music. Usually a bit overweight, they wear whatever clothes they happen to own and blast Periphery out their blown speakers and their 99 Camry. The school shooter. Oh yeah, don't think I forgot about this one. The kid that wears the same hoodie every day and gets bullied probably has very abusive alcoholic parents with an unlocked gun cabinet, so my advice is to be nice to that kid. He might smell bad and have greasy hair, but he's most likely a decent person deep down. The LGBTQ. I feel like if you're watching this, I don't need to talk about this one. The stoners. This is a tough one because not every stoner is an emo, but every emo is a stoner, you know what I'm saying? These ones like to party hard and get super baked and listen to, well, anything. Whether they've dated everyone in your friend group and more since 6th grade or dated nobody at all, everyone has something to say about them. They love nature a little too much and always seem to smell like it too. The weeb/furry. The internet doesn't need any more weeaboo jokes. It's all been said. I'm not going to add to the fire. Truth be told, I can't think of anything I haven't heard before, so I'm just going to say, weeb weird, lol. The fairy emos. If you go on Twitch and look up the word emo, you'll see what I mean. The girls that wear an insane amount of foundation and have very high-pitched Tinkerbell voices. They've never been to Warped Tour once, and I would call them a poser if their titties weren't so damn. Before we get into the third and final part of this video, I just want to ask you to hit the subscribe and like button. It gives me motivation to make these educational videos for everyone's informative enjoyment. Thanks a ton, I appreciate it. So we had some fun today, but all in all, there are way too many types of emos to count across the world, so I'm gonna cap it here for the sake of time. The last thing I wanted to say is not every emo is confined to only one category here. Some share 2, 3, or even more categories depending on who they hung out with. All in all, I think emo kids are cool kids, and I would say it's worth it to get to know at least a few of them. I'm not saying take part in their pagan rituals and start taking Xanax until you black out. Just have a conversation with 1 or 2 of them. Jeez. If you can't start a conversation with them, don't be surprised. Emo kids aren't very social if you haven't noticed. Thank you so much for watching. If I missed any of these categories, remind me in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace out.